So today we are going to do a fall makeup look, and I'm just going to jump right into it. If you have been with me for a minute, you know that my favorite makeup is this cream makeup from Saint Beauty. I wear it every day. I absolutely love it, love it. It gives me this glow. It makes my skin look airbrushed and flawless. And they have released 4 collections. They are seasonal collections. They're going to start doing this, I believe, every season. So I thought I would do a look from their collection today. And you know, the thing about them releasing these collections, it makes me super happy because I think that's just so amazing. Because if you're anything like me, you've gotten makeup before and been like, okay, well now where do I put these colors? And what goes with what? Or you get stuck in a rut and you're doing the same eyeshadow look or blush look for a long period of time. So for me, I always would go and seek out, like online, just like, okay, I have this palette of colors, of eyeshadow colors or lip and cheek colors, and how do I make a look out of that? So I really am excited that they've done this because I think it takes all the kind of brain work out of it, or having to do your own research to figure out what you should do with these colors you've received. So this first collection, I'm going to show you a picture real quick. I did this look yesterday and I really like it. It's called the Tailgate Collection. So that's me wearing it yesterday. I already have my 3D foundation on, but these are the colors that I used. So I used Desert Sunset on my lips, the Suede lip liner, Sandstone blush on my cheeks, a little rose gold illuminator, and then these 4 eyeshadow colors below. So they've put this all in this really pretty bundle and did videos on how to wear it. And it's absolutely amazing. I love that they did that. And so I'm going to kind of show you my way of doing it, and I hope you love it. So they also have decreased the price. So they bundled it and put a price in there for $110. It would normally cost $154. So that's kind of a deal. So, so I just wanted to share that with you so you know what I'm doing. Those are the colors I'm using. So I have them in my palette. You can clearly see I use Desert Sunset a lot. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to start with blush. I'm using this Sandstone blush color. This is an absolutely great color for fall. I believe I did a reel the other day using it. I love this color and I use this one a lot. So I'm just going to place the Sandstone on my cheeks, and I kind of like a lot of blush. You don't have to wear as much as me, but I am big on the blush. So I've already contoured my face, so I'm just going to kind of blend that up into my blush. And I will answer questions at the end. I'm kind of trying to do a different format where I get all the information out and then answer the questions at the end, because I get off track pretty easy. So, but I'm glad you're here. If you're watching, thanks for being here. I hope you learned something today, and maybe at the end of this video, you can share your takeaway from what you learned today. Hopefully I've taught you something. Also, I will save this video and it'll be on my profile after this live ends so that you can come back and access it and watch it again. So I like to save those there because they're helpful to me to remember what I did, but also for you. Okay, so I'm just adding that Sandstone lip and cheek color. And you know, another thing you could do with this look, so we're going to use Desert Sunset on our lips, but another thing you could do is just go over top of the Sandstone with a little bit of that Desert Sunset too, and kind of combo that. So you're getting, this Desert Sunset is glossy, where this blush is matte. So if you wanted to add that color, but also just add a little bit more to, you know, just change up the color or maybe lighten it up a little bit, you could totally do that by putting Desert Sunset like right over top of it. Okay, so now we're gonna do, let me just blend that in just a little bit more. And when I blend blush, I blend it up and back, up and back. Okay, now I'm gonna take my multitasker and I'm gonna go into, this is our Suede lip liner. I really love this color. It's similar to the olive contour, I think, and the olive contour I use to line my lips a lot. Hey, Ellen, real quick, I'll tell you, just click on my name. You should see my name somewhere here in this live. Click on my name and it'll take you to my main profile page. Okay, so I'm just lining the bottom here, and I also like to fill in a little bit in this outer corner with my lip liner. It just kind of gives a little bit of more shadow over here and then makes this part of my lip look fuller. That's just a little trick. Then I'm gonna line my upper lip right here. And then we're gonna add that Desert Sunset. Hard to do lips and talk. We're gonna add that Desert Sunset to our lips. So this is the Desert Sunset. And then we're gonna go into eyes, guys, and you're gonna be like, this is the best look for fall. I absolutely love it. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to lips a little bit later and add this rose gold illuminator, but I'm gonna do that at the end. This is such a pretty color. This is a new tin for me because I have gone through my rose gold because I use it so frequently. Okay. Don't mind this mess. These are my eyeshadows I'm using. This is my favorite color. I use it so much that I've gone through probably 4 or 5 of these already. This is Bubba. This is Valencia, Tangerine, and this is a cream eyeshadow. All these are matte powder eyeshadows, but this is a cream one called Spice, and this is my brush cleaning tile. Now, I do want to tell you, yesterday when I was doing my makeup, I accidentally grabbed my demi brush. This is the bright brush to do my eyeshadow. I thought I had my eyeshadow brush, but I accidentally grabbed this bright brush, and I'm going to tell you something. I friggin' loved it. I absolutely love this brush. So it is a reduced price now because they're getting rid of it. So if you have a chance, go grab this bright brush because it's pretty awesome. Okay, so we're going to start with Valencia, and I'm just going to tap it off. And this is just going to be kind of our crease outer corner color. So I'm going to close my eyes to kind of hit right here, but I'm going to go up into my crease. Now I'm also going above my crease, especially if you have hooded eyes. Make sure that you either create a new crease for yourself or you go, by going well above your current crease, because otherwise you're going to tuck all that eyeshadow into the crease. And then when you, if you close your eyes and put it in the crease and you have hooded eyes, you'd open up your eyes and all that color would be tucked in there. See how most of my color is tucked in there now because I don't have very hooded eyes, but I have a little slight one there. You're not going to see it. So make sure you create a new crease for yourself. And I'm kind of just going out and then down. So kind of like an upside down L shape. Okay. And I'm keeping it within this area so I don't drag my eye down. Keep it inside your brow if you want a more open look. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing over here so you can see it again. Just kind of putting this in the crease, above the crease, and then I'm doing that kind of upside down L again over here. Okay. Alrighty, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this super pretty color called Tangerine. It reminds me we have another color called Leo, and it reminds me of that color a lot. And we're going to take the other end of this brush, and if you're using an eyeshadow brush, it would be this smudgier end. I'm just using this bright brush because I loved the effect it gave me yesterday. And this is going to be my outer corner. So I'm just going to go again above my crease and down here. And we're just going to kind of swirl that in, closing my eye to get my lid, but opening my eye to get back into my crease because I don't want to tuck that color in. And then I'm just going to blend that out super lightly. But look how pretty that is. And then I'm going to go under my eye, and I typically use a eyeshadow to go under my eye. I rarely use liners. I just think as I've matured, it just makes my eyes look smaller. So I do like a more softer look it works better when you're maturing to do a softer look under your eyes with eyeshadow. And so I usually only go to about here, but I'm going to take it and we're going to go all the way to the inner corner because I think this color looks really good. And you can take the other end of the brush and blend it out, give it a little bit smudgier look. Like if you like that kind of like hooker smudge, then do that, you know, smudge it out a little bit. So again, we're going to do that over here. Kind of, oops, I need a little bit more on my brush. I'll tell you what, I really like this brush. I love how it's getting this eyeshadow on here. And this is a pretty bright color, and so you don't need to use a lot. All of Saint's products are highly pigmented, so you're gonna get a lot of color with a very little bit of product. That's one of the reasons why I love it, is my makeup legitimately lasts me forever, whether it's the eyeshadow or whether I'm using the foundation. These products last so long because I don't have to use a lot. Okay, now this handy dandy thing is magnetic. It fits right in your palette and you can clean your brush off with it. And I think it's just genius. It's just genius. Like, why didn't I think of that? Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit more right here. Okay, so now we have those two colors on, and that looks super pretty. You could leave that if you wanted, or you could take it a step further, which we're gonna do. And I am going to take the multitasker brush, and I'm gonna go in that cream shadow called Spiced. I'm gonna take this little end, and I'm gonna get into that spice color, and I'm gonna go along my upper lash line. I'm just gonna kind of gently hold my eye out there, and I'm just gonna go along. I mean, some people can do their upper lash line without having to hold their eye like this. I'm not one of those people. So I see people do it and I'm like, wow, like I really wish I could do that. I'm just adding a little bit more. And you can just smudge this out. I'm going to take the other end of my brush and just kind of smudge it out a bit, like up. And we're going to just kind of put a little wee bit out here in the corner, just to kind of add a little bit more dimension out here and smudge it up, okay? Now, as I'm doing this, remember this collection is already, it's in their new releases. So if you're seeing these colors and you're like, I really, really love all those colors and it's already put together for me, you can just get that collection and be done with it. But if you want, you can't substitute. That's the one thing about it, is you can't substitute. Like, you can't be like, well, I don't want that shadow because I already have it, so I want a different one. There's no substitutions, but I really think that these looks are so pretty that you'll want to keep using them. Okay, now, not to mention a good deal, right? We all like a good deal. Okay, so that is the spice now on my upper waterline, and I like it a little bit darker than this. Let me look at my mirror real quick so I can see better, because I'm looking at my camera. Okay, I'm just going to go just a tiny bit darker. If you have really hooded eyes or very small eyes, you might not want to go as dark as me. Just keep it lighter, you know, just put a little line there, okay? And remember, this is all real estate. Your lid space is your real estate. So if you have very hooded eyes or small eyes, you want to make a smaller band and get very tight to your lashes. Don't do a large band because you're going to end up covering that valuable real estate that is your lid. So keep it small. Okay, last color, we're going to take Bubba, what I have left of it. And I'm just going to take this smudgier end again, and I'm just going to go into my crease. And what I'm going to go above my crease and into my crease. I'm just going to take it, and this is just deepening this a little bit more, okay? I mean, it's just too pretty. I'm so happy they did this, because this is just like another look that I don't have to think of on my own, or figure out, right? And then we're just gonna take our brush and blend it up. Always blend your eyeshadow so you don't have any harsh lines, okay? And now you could always, if you got too far outside the lines, you could clean that up with your, you know, highlight color. And that is pretty much the whole eye look. Now, I'm gonna do something else here at the end to kind of just amp it up a little bit. So remember I was talking about, I'm gonna take my other multitasker brush now, this rose gold illuminator. So what I'm gonna do with that is one, I'm gonna go right here and like Cupid's bow with it. And just kind of tap it out, but just add some illumination there. You can also take your finger and tap a little bit in the center. That's gonna pull your lip out and make it look a little bit fuller because it's a lighter color and it's a little shimmery. So you can do that. You can also do it at the top too if you wanted to, just a little bit. You can always use illuminators over your blush, over your lip color, whatever you wanna do, go for it because that's what they're for. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of that right here in the corner of my eye just to give it a little pop of light in the corner of my eye because you want the inner corners of your eyes to look bright because that'll make your eyes look more open. So keep them bright. And then I'm just going to take a little bit and put that right up here on my brow bone. See, when you turn, it's going to just shimmer and catch the light. Illuminators are very lightly tinted, like sheer light catching items, makeup items. I don't know what else to call them. Okay, and I'm gonna put a little bit right here on the high points of your cheekbones. It always looks really good there because it's gonna catch light when you turn your face, and that's so pretty. There are powder ones too. They're a little bit more concentrated, so if you want something that has a little bit more concentrated color, you can get a powder illuminator. They come in different colors too. There's one color I absolutely love that they did a special release on and we don't have it anymore, and I'm just like praying that they bring that back at some point. Okay, so that's the whole look. I'm just going to blend out a little bit more. Is there any questions? If there's any questions, throw them up there right now and I'll be happy to answer them before I hop off. But I just wanted to show you guys this look. This is called the Tailgate look, and it's the new seasonal release. There, like I said, there's 4 of them. It comes with Sandstone, Suede Lip Liner, Desert Sunset, Lip and Cheek Rose Gold Illuminator, and these 4 eyeshadows. Valencia, this cream spiced, Tangerine Matte Powder, and the Bubba, which will be full tints if you order them. It does not come with a palette and it does not come with this, but I have to put it in something. Okay, well, let me just scroll back through real quick. Thanks, Carrie. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. If you've hung out, Ellen, I hope you found my profile. If not, send me a message and I will send you a link to it. But I always love having people on here watching these, and I hope I taught you something today. And send me a DM or share your thoughts once I post this and let me know what your takeaway was today. Okay, have a great Friday. Happy weekend.